are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people.
Hello, this is Will from Refuse to Be Feeble, Better You Studios. Now we have people come in, they're having knee pain. You get a lot of that, especially when people are getting old. And also you may have athletes that come in with that. But let me tell you the most common thing that I see that people have from knee pain. I ask them to point to the area in their knee. And this is after doing MRIs and everything. And they usually point, if I can show you, they say somewhere in here or somewhere down in here. Now this is a PCL. So what I do is I look at their x-rays, and remember, I'm not a doctor, so if you have those pains, I suggest going to a doctor. But what we're doing is trying to rehab the person or to prevent injuries and make the quad stronger. You look at it in basic terms, there's 4 muscles, the quadricep, that support the knee. What's the job of the quadricep? Is to take the patella and bring it up. The patella comes up, which moves the lower part of your leg. What we find is that people get weak in their quads. And where are the quads? They run through your leg through here, and here's the VMO, let's just say the inner quad and the outer quad. When they pull, they don't pull correctly. So when you have the pain in here, usually I go up in here and press, and what happens? They jump from the pain. As we follow it all the way up, they hurt here. We follow it all the way up, they hurt here. So what do we need to do? We need to build the muscle and make it stronger. I'm not against stretching. Stretching is good, but it's like faith without works is nothing. You have to learn to contract a muscle to get it stronger. If you stretch a weak muscle, you're just gonna stretch a weak muscle and it won't give you the power to contract. The contraction is to move it. If the contraction is weak, then your leg will not move, which means your muscle is underdeveloped. So let's develop some muscle. Over here we have a hack squat. Now, there are other hack squats machines with a deeper angle. I choose not to use that for myself. It's because I'm long limbed. For me, it hurts. But what you do in the hack squat is we put the legs here, and let's say we start with our weight, and the goal is to start low. Now, when you're first starting out, you may not be able to go this low, you don't need a lot of weight. And what we do is, you notice the machine goes up. So here's a trick with a hack squat. Your feet are placed a little bit lower. You may have to start higher, then you gradually move down. We want to stress the quad. The quad right above the kneecap, that section that pulls the muscle up. Now, the quad runs from here all the way up to here, but we want to stress in this area. So when the person comes down, you don't want to snap up. You want the quad to do the work. And it's almost like I'm taking my leg, I'm contracting and make this go up. But instead of pushing away, I think that. So when I lower, what am I doing? My heels are barely off of the platform, and I'm feeling the stretch here. The best thing I can tell you to do is when you're doing an exercise, notice there's no instructions up here, because the instruction would tell you to lower down to A to B. I'm telling you to find it, to feel it. So I slightly let my knees go, and I feel a pull here. Sometimes it helps me to put a finger on it. As I come down, the weight is on the ball of my foot. I come down and I feel the stretch on my knee. I go to where I'm comfortable. And then what I do is not rear back and push off. What I do is try to hyperextend the knee to here. There's a full contraction. If I go up to here or shoot to my heels, I take it off. So inhale, feel the pull. It will stop you. You feel the stretch and hurt. You contract up. You feel the pull. You contract up. When we finish, you need to, you can put your heels down and take a break. So let's bring you over closer and let's take a better look at what we're doing. It's not a drop down quickly. It's not using a lot of weight. I feel the pull in here. See the bottom of my feet? I'm on the ball. You're not up on the toes. You're not here. You're there. Some people have more flexibility in their Achilles, so they don't need to bring their heels up. I let the knees protrude forward, and I'm feeling the pull in here. Once it stops, trust me, your muscle will stop. If I drop all the way down to here, I don't feel it. I pull it, it stops. Now, this is the important part. Don't push off, or if you notice my back, people will take their back and heave backwards. If you notice my back, don't do this. what you want to do is stay forward. Now I'm here. This is what I do. I think contract. Hyperextend the knee and contract till it's there. It is tight. Looks like I barely moved, but I have full contraction on the knee. I let it pull, squeeze in full contraction. Don't explode up. When you finish, if you don't have the power, you can just shift to your heels, come out of it. So, this is one exercise you can do to help your knees. Again, I was only using 40 pounds, and you can probably use 5, 10, 15, whatever's best for you. Rome was not built in a day. Don't expect to be able to go down deep the first time. It may take months, and you gradually build it up so you can build the strength in your quads so that you don't have that knee pain and they will do the job that they were supposed to do. Another way that you can tell if your quad is underdeveloped or weak is a simple test here, standing. I bring people in and I tell them to stand on one foot. And I watch them, or I have them stand on the other foot. Now, if they have a problem balancing, they'll do this. Or, to compensate, they'll throw their hip out. Notice I put my hip out, I can stand like this all day. Another thing they do is they turn their foot in and they stand there. What's happening here? See, that turn is going to the hip. So when you find people who walk with their foot in or their foot out, it's the same thing. If they walk like this, they are using the hip. I tell people to do the runway walk. Keeping your feet straight, that's going to give you the better walk than doing this. That's a mistake. Another thing you want to watch for is to move your arms. I'll give you an example, and I did in a video before. If I don't swing my arms, my legs don't move correctly. Try this for an example. Take one arm, grab your leg. Let the other arm swing. Left arm to right leg to left arm. So if I walk, what I do is I step. You'll notice the side that doesn't let the arm move, that side gets a shorter step. Why? Because our body is designed to move this way. So that was just some quick tips I wanted to tell you what to do. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact us and we'll be happy to answer your questions. This is Will.
We are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble. I said, yeah, we are the people that refuse to be feeble.